This video will show you how to insert an I-cord into the Berry Meadow design called the Chelsea capelet. When you knit this capelet, you'll first knit the capelet and you will be creating some eyelets from which you'll insert this cord. So this is the area that I haven't yet inserted the cord, and I'll show you on this how this is done. The first step is to take your I-cord, and what you'll do is you will unravel a little bit of it to have a tail of about 4 inches. So as you unravel this, depending on which end you've selected, you might be able to just pull it like this, or you may need to manually undo each stitch. So once I have about 4 inches, I'll take my yarn and I want to refasten this together by going through each of the 4 I-cord stitches and just fasten it like so. And then what I'm going to do is turn my piece over and go about 1 inch below the eyelet, and we're just going to sew a couple stitches down to anchor this, and I'll finish this end later. Then I'm going to turn my work over, and I'm going to go ahead and poke that I-cord through to create a loop. Now think about this like as though you're creating a chain stitch in a crochet. So you're just creating a loop. You want to bring it up so it's just over the following eyelet, and then from underneath you poke the eyelet through and catch it within that loop. Bring it up to the next eyelet. Pull it through, pull the I-cord through. And we do this again all the way up until we've gotten to the last eyelet. And as you can see, we're creating like a chain stitch here that overlays through the eyelets. Once I've completed the last loop through the eyelet, I've brought this last loop through, you're going to pull that up through, and then you're going to basically take about 1.5 inches beyond the point where that came through the eyelet, and you're going to snip your I-cord. I'd say let's do 2 inches. And then you'll unravel continue to take a little more out. You have about a 4-inch tail. I'm going to fasten the end of the I-cord by going through each stitch, each of the 4 I-cord stitches. And then to finish this off, what I'm going to do is take this end and insert it right through this stitch right here, which is just above the opening of the eyelet. So I'm going to put the end of my needle through here and I pull the end of that I-cord through, which you'll see it creates this little line. Turn my work over, and I'm going to fasten this down. And I'll finish this off, my end off later on. So you'll see we now have a nice line of the I-cord going through the eyelet.